Before you ask your next question, let me say this based on the story you just told me. Okay, Yenjai said Ghana, you good presidency in Nimase. A toda yana a year akoyem say Jema, ye ka president yen tiasie, ye ka presidency and say yen tiasie. Ye will never be a president in commissioner. It's an insult to the people of the country. Never be a president in commissioner. It's an indictment on the president. And never be a president and commissioner. It's a political blunder. One, any president to commission 6 unit classroom block. Number 2, 2 unit classroom block, 3 unit classroom block. Any question, Mama Penny and uncommission this rubbish. The next point, any question Mama Penny be a coin say 8-seater toilet facility, 6-seater toilet facility, 10-seater toilet facility. Not president via she suit. Akofa person. Ako jina say Peter obecho bi asoma Yesu di atare. Papa okoyeden o se me ko katis me ko taf me ko yeden me ko bi etiafia no. What do you not to nchen ya? Yenja is a bridge in kete. 2 covered bridge, 6 covered bridge, 8 covered bridge. Now you had mama penny atna plane every wherever. Ako that particular location, President Koyedenya or commission a 6 covered bridge, 8 covered bridge. No. I thought I would say you have to talk cars. Now say I buying check cars. That's the whole Ghana fire service, the whole country. Umunya 9 cars. Immigration, Umunya 9. Ghana police, Umunya 9. Now no so mampenia kojina ho. Now I co-presenting 9 cars. I didn't say that you trust Shenya Minimpa. Your good presidency, and you must say, Debbie, what am I better no? Yes, say, OBSC, ABA, 3-bedroom house, or the China girlfriend, not president of commission. Because they and another, but the young phantom, I better say, OBSC, 4-bedroom house, or the money, not vice president to be so, no, also make quiet, they could be a down. Yeah, do baby, we should add some respect, some decency to a memo through the president and the vice president. Number 1, I suggest that we should have a plan for projects. As I said, Ghana, Yamari Mampany, a free baby or war, Yamampany Abedici, or free baby or war, Ekose or Kwaku be Sanya Manano. I mean, where on earth? Now, I can say. A tipper track bako, any bulldozer bako, na president akujinao, na vice president akujinao, present I am looking at a day, waiting for that day, where we say, Ghana, we have built the biggest teaching hospital in the whole of Africa. I am waiting to see that day, say, because Ghana, we have built the biggest heart, your friend is saying, hospital in this in Africa. I am waiting to see and hear that they say Ghana, you see the biggest vehicle assembly plant in Ghana. Now your President Akufo-Addo, we should associate the presidency with something magnificent and something very, very meaningful. Something that would have direct benefit on not just 1,000 people, not just 2,000 people, that will serve 10,000 people and above. These are the things we should associate our president with. We should not just sit down and say that Obiato, Toyota, the Elantra, or the China get into president to come and say, Ado, Sifam, Captain Smart at Elantra, or the Chef Yatago. These are little things. I think that. And on president Biano, on one case on your president about the commissioning of projects. It tells me they don't even respect the position they are occupying. Because how can a president just get up and say that 6 covered bridge commission? President get up, what are you going to do? 10-seater toilet KVIP, not president. You hear even our vice president saying that They may see toilets across the country. Now, said the Buru said the Nyado. Now, vice president or campaigning for with the why? These are some of the things we should stop doing with the presidency. It's an insult to us as people who queue to go and vote for them. I mean, where would you hear even a country like Mali? Look at what this guy is doing over there. He is not interested in KVIPs. The guy has built, God knows, the biggest hospital now there in his country. He's built the biggest tomato factory in the history of Africa. He's built that, the biggest tomatoes factory in Africa. Say, let me tell Ghana for on Onua 95.1 FM. Assembly News say, going into next year, you be who money with tomatoes because they say no, Oko Mukromuha, Burkina Wana. Well, I'm going to tomatoes because there's one of the biggest tomato factories in the whole of Africa. Tomatoes no onya bi feed in the factory. Then you come and tell him say for tomatoes in Ghana. Even if he's going to allow that economically, he will increase the price because where there's scarcity, prices go up. He would artificially or intelligently increase the prices of tomatoes. So we will be at the receiving end and we are the ones going to suffer. That's number one. Even onions. The gentleman is saying that going forward, he wants to package onions. So this onions that you get in there, bottom, baby, ukojoma no wakoton, ketwebi 500,000. It is not going to come in that form again. The onions are going to be packaged proper by the state. I want to emphasize this. It is being done by the state. It is not a private individual that the state is supporting. It is the state. How long in a branch a year coup? What baby and also? Then this guy has used just 144 million euros to build the biggest tomato factory in the whole of Africa. Just 144 million euros. The biggest tomato factory in Africa. Check the number of bonds. In less than 5 years, Abaywe raised bonds $13.8 billion. Show me one single factory. I will send me a course and MPP communicator never tell or say factory be our EQ say ENQ say ben ginger ne other things. Or say I buy no I'm on 1 million. I buy no man a cars. I buy no SCC in the factory. I buy no equipment and boom. Papa never know better say I'm interrogating her. I did alone on Wabipia. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Because of useless politics. Everybody with brains is behaving like a baby. How can you tell me I go to the bank for a loan and government can say that it's 1 district, 1 factory? For example, if Auntie B and Mr. Biama and the board decide that they're going out to any of the banks to secure $2 million loan to expand Media General, then the government can say, I've created a conducive environment. So that is 1 district, 1 factory. Why? Teddy, why? Me back home, Sunyani, 1996. 1996, I came to Sunyani. 1998, I was in Sunyani when Akufo-Addo was elected as the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party. From that time up until Akufo left office, we were coming to Sunyani almost every month. Almost every month. On special operations. Today I said it. Time. Because I cannot see anything. The only new things that you see, filling stations, shops, filling stations, shops, filling stations, shops. These are the things I'm seeing. And to my surprise, we will say the Biblia Boho say Sunyani Teaching Hospital. For Christ's sake, Debbie, a teaching hospital without a mammogram? I am near to the crowd where to a teaching hospital with these, monarchical, dilapidated medical facilities. These are the things happening over here. Ye regional hospital, no. Ye regional actually, and ye teaching abeshevo. As if we don't, excuse my French, we don't even have brains to think to know what a teaching hospital is. If not for anything, there's Akufo-Addo Teaching Hospital, there's Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Can we, by any measure and standard and form, compare what I saw here, what is still here, Asunyane to Kolebu Teaching Hospital, and that of Akufo-Addo Teaching Hospital? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Then we get up and say that ultra-modern hospitals. Ultra-modern teaching hospital, Mayor. You call this ultra-modern teaching hospital. This was built by Rollins. This whole facility is here as the regional hospital was built by Rollins, by the NDC. When you be no one be regional Netflix, now already teaching a boom pimping. Say regional teaching, Sunyani Teaching Hospital. Why? So I think that it's about time we begin to show some decency and some respect. And those occupying offices at the presidency should be bold enough to tell our president and all that this is about time we stand up and say that, Mr. President, this is far below the belt. Do not get close and go and commission. Waiting for your next question, please.
Onua 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM. Yeah,